Hello, comrades. Traditional markets today, so let's roll. Usually, traditional markets are located spontaneously all over the island, but as a rule, one village must have at least one traditional market. And today, we're going to visit the hugest on the south of the island, and the first market we're rolling to is Pasar Badung. It is regarded as one of the hugest on the south, near Pasar. So I will give you some commands as soon as we arrive. Rolling. As a rule, roads here in Bali, they are, as everywhere, divided into two sides road, one side driving road, right? But what I actually cannot find here, that not all the roads, like the road signs, right, which tell you the following, that this road is one way only. So it is a bit confusing when you drive. So usually you can show around. Yeah. So usually you should follow the crowd, the way how local drivers are actually cruising the island. We're arriving to the market. The traffic, as you can see, is a bit heavy here because the roads are narrow. And yeah, this is one-way road. How to identify if it's a one-way road or two-way road is a bit confusing for me because sometimes the signs they don't put on the road. The same situation as with the same situation as with the malls. So we need to take the ticket. We're going to the traditional market right now. Let's check around and I will show you what is what. Stand by. So in comparison with the malls, traditional markets sometimes are located in a very picturesque zones. We're going deeper to the island and you can find the connection with Pasar Badung, with Pasar Kumbasari. You see a lot of textile clothing there. And I also have the main building over here. I think it's quite huge and made in traditional style. It is located also near the river, and two kids cannot share a bird. Yeah, mate, what do you have? Yeah, they cannot share a bird. They caught it somehow or whatever. Yeah, it looks quite interesting, right? Very specific. And yeah, of course, on the markets you can bargain. And you can go from market to market. So this is real Bali. Go through the main entrance. This Badung Pasar, it has at least 3-4 floors. All the floors are divided by areas. So on the first floor, you can find some stuff for prey. Some fruits, veggies. Even the fish, and of course the meat and fish section. The smells cannot be broadcasted by any cameras. A lot of people do not work here because of the pandemic again. The infrastructure is also nice, and elevators, even escalators. This is the view to the slums. So people are usually living like this. Traditional quarters and districts. Looks like Dying Light video game, right? And the zombies on the ground are wandering around, right? And sometimes local kind of guides, they are a bit nagging. But you should say them no firmly, or politely say no. But if you say it in the polite way, they will start nagging again. It is normal, it's okay, it happens. So simply say no. And here we go to the third floor, so you can find some textile and clothing here also. Of course the prices are different, and you can simply bargain with the vendors. Let's go through the rows. In the process of hustling, you can actually lower the price twice or even thrice. And don't forget about the factor of a foreigner. Because if you're a foreigner, they will offer you a bigger price. So that's how it works. And of course, the view from the fourth floor of Pasar Badung. Nice one, right? Yeah, I also like it. And the flag of Indonesia looks so noble here, right? This part is also quite interesting because this is a real street market. The same as you have seen in Chinese cities or in Thailand or in other Southeastern Asian countries. So I think that's where the life is. And this is the view of Denpasar. Looks good, right? So yeah, first place, Pasar Badung, one of the hugest markets over here on the south of Bali. And you need to make like a kind warning for you. You should about checking all the goods which you acquire here on traditional markets, especially about clothing, especially about some maybe home appliances, because most likely people are making these products by themselves. So choose accurately, check the quality, check what they give you twice or thrice. This is of utmost importance because sometimes there were cases when the vendors were putting some rotten fruits, rotten vegetables just because you're a foreigner. Nothing else. So my kind warning, if you have a local Indonesian guide, let the Indonesian guide go alone. Buy the whole fruits, buy the whole product, buy the whole bean and return back. If you're even going together with this person, they will raise the price approximately 20-30%. Nothing personal, it's just business. And we're going to the next traditional market. This is typical small Balinese roads with a classical stalls, parking mass, and that's how all the markets usually are arranged. This is real Bali, a real life of Bali, of the island. Just enjoy the scenery. So one important thing to mention also that some markets here in Bali, they're regarded as morning markets, and some markets are regarded as evening market. So Pasar Badung is regarded as evening market. They start working, for instance, at 1 p.m. or so. So because they bring meat to the market at the midnight, right? Mm-hmm. Before they start, before the opening of the working hours. And some markets like Tanaklo, they're working early in the morning. They start to work at 6 a.m. and already close at 10 a.m., right? So also try to find it out which market is which and how these markets are actually working. From my point of view, this is quite convenient infrastructure of work for the traditional markets. So you see how people are actually working here, right? Crowds of people with the cars, bikes, walking vendors, and traffic jams because some of them, they don't understand what's going on. And the bike is coming from the opposite side, right? Everything is typical work. Are there any holidays today? Or are there going to be any holidays soon? No? Maybe. So you don't know. Another market for today is called Pasar Tiara Grosir. It is also devoted to the grocery, also some clothing. So all traditional markets here, they arrange it the same way. So in one part you can buy some grocery, spices and other stuff. In some other sections you can buy clothing and so on and so forth. So let's have a detailed look. A parking area, and you see the rows of different food, kids, weed, and so on and so forth. The smells are marvelous.
what I should mention specially, it is security. Because in the places like this, there are a lot of pickpockets. So you should wear, if you have a bag or a wallet, wear on the shoulder bag like me, you see? Always keep your hand on your bag. This is of vital importance because thieves are usually working professionally. If you have keys, cell phones, something valuable, put it inside your shoulder bag and try to keep it secure. Don't show an amount of money you have because it's just like a red cloth for a bull. This is also very important instructions to know if you're going to the places like this in a high tourist season. Keep that in mind. And we're going to the next market. Going to visit today, it is exactly the night market I was speaking previously. It is called Pasar Kreneng. Also the same stories with the trading grows. Inside the market we can find some clothing, quite cheap, so you can buy a full set. I mean, the shirt, the pants, shoes for approximately 200. You see the mess over here, and we will go inside and I will show you what is what. Alright, so we're inside. We came through the sanitation ramp. After it we go just inside the Pasar brief run. By the way, the best food, if you want to try local delicacies, if you want to try the food, I think it's the best to start with the places like this, Mafia, with the places like this, because they're really fine, despite the fact that it is not a restaurant, but it looks like cafe. I tried several times, everything looks well. So if you want to try it, go ahead. It will cost you approximately like $2–3 really. Unfortunately, they don't have big sizes, but for average person, you can find absolutely everything. Okay, 3 golden rules for you if you want to attend local markets. Rule number 1, don't forget about tourist factor or foreigner factor. So prices will be higher, especially for you. This is nothing personal but business. Rule number 2, don't forget about the security. So put all your valuables into the bag, always check it, always control the situation. And rule number 3, don't forget to hustle. Because people, of course, they will accept your prices, but be rational, right? Because check the prices in the stores and in the local markets. If you want to decrease the price a little, always be polite, okay? So 3 golden rules you must remember. That's okay, it's enough for today. So put likes, subscribe, or whatever bloggers say. No passer and comrades. Enemy shall not pass, victory will be ours.